hit that like button right now if you want a raise, a promotion, or even you just want to get noticed by your boss. Hey there! So, a lot of us, and me included, always want to get a little bit of praise, a little bit of raise, and know a lot of people who want a promotion. So there's a lot of different ways that people can advise. But I actually have 3 questions that you can ask right now. You can ask yourself and your boss. They can get you noticed. You can get you maybe given a raise or a bonus or maybe even a promotion. It's up to you what your goal is. The point of what I'm going to teach you today is how do you get your boss to notice you that you've been doing good, you've been doing great, or what is an action step you can take to kind of negotiate your way into a raise, or maybe hinting that how can I get a promotion. So the first question, the first thing that you can ask yourself or your boss is the question, what is the problem that you can solve for them? What is something that is stopping the company or your team from reaching a certain goal, for example? What is a problem that's blocking you right now from getting to where your company needs to be? So you were hired to solve a specific problem, whatever, if that was like having more manpower to do this to reach this goal, or whether that's going to be someone who just can look at this thing at a different point of view. So you're hired for a reason. So kind of ask that question, what is the problem? What is stopping us from reaching this goal? What's stopping like for me to get my own raise? What is something that I can do right now that can make also everything else easier? You have to keep asking what. You have to keep asking, if you identify the problem, okay, so from what is the problem? Second question could be, what could be something I could do right now to make this either easier or faster, or what is something that I can do to make it easier for my boss? What resources can I give him? What resources can I find out for him that can give him for him to look over? It could be a certain tool that they can use. It could be anything. So you're looking at a problem, whatever is the roadblock for your guys' goals, and finding a way to help solve that. Now, after you found out whatever that what is, the second question is why? Why has this been a problem? Why has no one else come up with it? Because the problem or the solution that you might be coming up with for the problem might have already brought up before and tested and failed. So you keep asking why. Why haven't we done this? Why haven't we done that? Why haven't we tried throwing money at this problem or tried getting another tool for this? So the next action step for it is asking just why. And why is it a problem in the first place? Why has this been always blocking us from getting our goal? So you're asking all of these questions to kind of pump up curiosity, to see it in a different angle. Because you already identified what the problem is, so you're just looking around, you're scoping around that problem, like, okay, why? You're attacking it in different ways by keep asking why. You're finding different ways of like, okay, have you tried this? So why have you even tried that? Why can't we look at it from this point of view? Why isn't from here point of view maybe? So you're looking at different ways. You're pumping your curiosity to kind of see what are different angles that you can attack this problem from. And the last question that you can ask to get noticed, to get your boss to see you, to give you bonus or raise or whatever it is your goal is, ask how. So now that you've identified what the problem is and why it's a problem, is how can you solve this? How can you take action? How is it that you can move this forward, and then maybe even do it with initiative? That's the main thing that a lot of employers, including myself, is looking for when it comes to employees, is, are you taking initiative to solve this problem even though I didn't give it to you? Are you taking initiative of actually taking action instead of just keep talking about it to other people? The how question is more, what is the action that you will actually take after you figured out, you looked at the problem through different angles? Because when you ask these 3 questions, when you ask, what, why, or how, and how, when you ask those 3 questions when you're trying to solve a problem, your boss will notice you more just because you're someone who stood up and actually took action on a problem that has been there. That's the main thing that makes me want to like promote people, want to praise people, want to give people bonuses myself, because that means that that person is someone who is not a robot. That's always something that I don't hire for when we're hiring employees, and that's the thing I actually say during interviews. We're not hiring robots. We don't want to hire someone who just comes in the office, gets their paychecks, and then leaves and goes home. We want someone who is a problem solver, who looks at things in a different way, because I'm not going to, and no one probably is, unless it's part of their system, going to hire someone who is just a people pleaser, or someone who is just always making everything just bland and like keeping their heads down. We're always looking for people who are innovative, who think outside the box, who always come up with all these great ideas that we never thought of. Because that's the reason why we hire employees. When we hire people, is to give us a little bit of perspective. There's a really good quote, and I'm forgetting who it's from, but basically you have to hire smart people. And if you're the smartest person in the room, find another room, because you want to always be, as an employer, you want to always be looking at different people who can give you more ideas about the world, who can give you more perspective about the world. So if you're an employee who gives them that perspective, they will notice you. They will keep an eye on you. I have done this so many times. Whenever someone comes to me with a solution to a problem that I didn't even know was a problem, then I'm like, okay, you are awesome. I'm going to keep my eye on you. So keep that in mind when you want to be, just a good employee or a great employee. If you want to be someone who can be noticed by your boss, who can be given more and more projects, because then that builds trust when you do that. I myself, as a manager, I give my trust wholeheartedly when someone is hired. But if you show me that you can solve problems, that you can find problems before I do, then I want to give you more. I want to trust you more with more responsibilities, because you've shown me that you can take over those responsibilities. So that was kind of it for this video. I just want to touch that. If a lot of people struggle with, oh, my boss is this way, my boss is that way, why isn't my boss trusting me on different tasks? Why isn't my boss giving me responsibilities? It's something maybe that you have to show more initiative or more just creativity when you're solving problems. You have to show that you're like that, because if you want to be manager, if you want to be promoted, if you want to get in that higher level, you have to always be solving problems, because then the questions, what, why, and how, you're constantly asking yourself that, because that's how you lead. That's how you think of problems, like get around a problem or get through a problem. So yeah, that was it for this video. If you guys like this content, please let me know. Please hit a like or comment below. I am Lacaba. I am your virtual ate, and ate means an older sister in Tagalog, and I want to help you in any way I can, whether it's finding an online job or starting your own online business. I'll see you guys in the next video.